to my strategic management class. In today's topic, we'll discuss about formulation of functional strategy. The topic covered in this unit, formulation of functional strategy. So basically, we'll be looking at marketing strategy for this class. So what is a strategy? A strategy is a comprehensive master plan stating how the organization will achieve its mission and objectives. As I mentioned earlier, strategy is a long term plan. Okay, so based on the strategy, the department head who are really working with the staff will plan on that. So, hierarchy of strategy, the corporate strategy will be done by the top management. Uh, and decide which industry and business they are going to be in, followed by the business strategies where the business model comes, whether they are going to be in cost leadership or they are going to decide about differentiation. Cost leadership is offering a very competitive price for the product among all the competitors. So the particular business will give you a good quality product with a competitive price. Differentiation again it denotes the quality of the product. The product features or attributes are quite different from the competitors. And functional strategies, which we are concerned about today class, uh, it includes like manufacturing, production, marketing, finance, and sales, R&D also. So this is the whole, I mean, model of the strategic management. If you take some time to go through it, then you know how the flow of strategy management happens in an organization. As the starting point is the environmental scanning, where a business will scan both their external and internal environment. So that's a standing. So you know where you stand. After that, it's all about strategic formulation, which we are going to see in today's chapters, where the mission, objectives, and strategies and policies will be decided. After once the strategies are formulated, then it's a time to implement. After that, it's evaluation and control. So once you do the evaluation, and then you really understand how far we have implemented the strategy successfully, and how successful this one is feasible for us. So if there is any change of alteration or change of strategy, then the management will decide and proceed further. So strategy formulation, development of long range plans for the effective management with the help of SWOT analysis, okay, where we see strength and weakness which are internal to the company, and also analyze the opportunities and threats. So SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat, which are done at the internally in the company. Okay, so based on that, they compose like mission, objectives, strategies, and policy. So we come to the functional strategy. Functional strategy is concerned with operational level uh, decision making, called tactical decisions. That's a operational level decisions, day-to-day decisions, day-to-day action and implementation for the various areas like a production. So production, the word may be used as like operation here in this thing, and management we usually use interchangingly, production and operation, these words. So production department, marketing department, research and development, finance department, and personnel. Okay, so out of all the department, the marketing plays a vital role, even though other departments has their own contribution, but the department of marketing contribution is immense to any business. As these decisions are taken within the framework of business strategy, Strategists provide proper direction and suggestions to the functional level managers. So the strategist means people who are really doing the strategy at the top management. They give guidelines and all those things to the people in the middle level. Middle level means like departmental HODs, okay, head of the departments, okay. So they get the instruction. Based on that, they come up with a tactical plan, okay, and then they communicate this to the people at the bottom level who really implement all the strategies. So functional relating to the plans and policies to be opted for the business for successful implementation. So it is being formulated at the top and it is implemented at the bottom through the communication with the middle manager who act as a bridge between the top management and the bottom level employees. The objectives of functional strategies are the market share, so gain and sustain share of the product market. So what happens, company has a opportunity. If their strategies, they do the right strategy, then they can increase the market share, okay, thereby increase their business and profit. And human talent, recruit high quality workforce, okay. So what happens if they know the strategy, okay, really very well, then they recruit the right person for the right job, and also the people who are very suitable for the culture. So cost efficiency, so by implementing the right strategy, okay, yeah, the company can decide where to source out the raw materials, okay, and utilize the raw materials in a such a way that the costs are reduced. Not only raw material, use all the resources like man, machineries, and all those things. So that the cost is reduced. So product quality, they can produce high quality products and services when compared to the other competitors. Innovation, innovation is leads to new product or services or new processes. Okay, so what happens? This will give a competitive edge over the competitors. So innovation is a must. So as several products we are using today, gadgets and all those things like smartphones, even an app which you are using like Zoom and all those things. All this luxury is because of the R&D, research and development. So this research and development leads to innovation of new product services and processes. Profitability. So when we do increase our market share and all those things, reduce our cost, of course, enhance our quality of the product, then it will end up in getting more profit, more revenue, thereby more profit. So types of functional strategy which we'll be discussing are marketing strategy, which is very important. So most of the strategy, more detail we'll be looking in the marketing area. And after that, financial strategy, research and development strategy, operational strategies or production or operation. As I mentioned earlier, we use interchangeably. Okay, and logistics, that's input and output. Put means bringing into the raw materials to the manufacturing unit or production, and then taking the produced product from the factory or the production unit to the customers. So all these things involve the logistics. So HRM, again, personal department. So all this will be discussing in this unit. So marketing, just give some idea about marketing. So before going into marketing strategy, let us understand what marketing is all about. So according to Philip Kotler and Gary Armstrong, actually just to say this by info, Philip Kotler is considered as a father of modern marketing. So this, there are several, definitions, but this one is a very important definition. So marketing is a social and managerial process. Social means it involves a society, and society means we people are you, me, everyone are belongs to the society. So, and it's a managerial process which is implemented by a managers at the business. So marketing is a social and managerial process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want. So what happens if either a particular individual or a group of people, it may be a family, it may be some other group of people, they get what they need and want. Okay, so marketing is not like pushing the product which we are manufacturing is thing. It's understanding our target customer needs and wants and give them. That's what you have mentioned. So groups obtain what they need and want through creating, offering, and exchanging products of values with others. So how this is happening? The company is understanding the needs and wants of the group or individual people, and they create the product or services and offer, and how they offer by exchanging products of values with others. By exchanging in sense, I mean the customers are paying the money and they are giving, the business are giving the product of value. Okay, so value for the money, product of value to the customer. So the exchange is happening. So this is all about the definition. uh, if you see the scenario of marketing today, it is main I mean priority is customer orientation. Okay, of course, for any objective or goal of any business is to create profit, but when the marketing any company giving important for marketing, okay, they always put the customer first, give priority to the customers, and the profit only comes second. Okay, so you may wonder, oh, profit is very important as it is a goal or objective of any business, but what happens if business is really customer oriented, then what happens? Customer will patronize your product or service. So once they give you repeated business, what will happen? The revenue will start generating and increase, thereby the profit will automatically come. So as a business who are market oriented business, they should always give priority to the customers. That is they have to adapt to the customer orientation. So taking such actions to satisfy them in return of some consideration. So what happens? As a business, they understand the needs and wants of the customer, and then they create a product and then offer to the customer in exchange of values. Okay, value is value for the money. Once a customer paying like 100 rupees, they should get the value for the money. Okay, in marketing it is more important, okay, to what is strategically right than what is immediately profitable. So if your company is marketing oriented, you should not simply as a business, okay, only look at the profit. You have to look at the, as I mentioned earlier, customer, okay, who it will be a long run, so that it will be a long run, the company or business will reap the benefits. So that is mostly about the marketing. If you understand this, the customer comes first. Okay, then what happens? The business will not only survive, they will also flourish. Now we come to the marketing strategy. So marketing strategy deals with the pricing. Okay, the right price. Okay, many of you would think that cheap price, okay, or lower price will always work out. Again, it depends upon the product and depends upon the type of customers. If our target customers are very price sensitive, then giving them a competitive price will be an added advantage. But what happens if it is like a luxury product and the target customers is not very price sensitive? Sometimes you put a very lower price than your competitor, that might also backfire a business. So pricing is not like simply giving a lower price than your competitors, and also this may lead also to a reduction in the profit or loss also. So when doing pricing, it's very important. So many aspects need to be taken into consideration. So pricing is one thing, selling and distribution of a product. Okay, these three aspects are considered in marketing strategy. So there are several types of marketing strategy that which included like market and product development. Okay, we will be coming in the next slide. We'll discuss this in detail. So, you know, what is a market, right? A market is something, is a somewhere where the, what do you say, the exchange happens, and who meets there? The customer. It's a platform where the customer meet the buyer. Okay, so buyer and the customer meet there, and exchange with value happens. That's a market or marketplace. And then product, you know, product development here, but product, you know, something is offered to satisfy the needs and wants of the customer is called product or services. So the first one is a market and product development. That strategy will look into that push and pull strategy. So basically, what is a push? Push means as a business, I have a capacity to produce say fantastic product. So that may not be required by the customer, or it may not fulfill their any needs or wants. I just simply through aggressive advertisement and reducing the prices, making it lower and lower and more discount, I'm just pushing to the customer. Okay, so this initially may increase the, what do you say, it may increase the sales and thereby profit, but in a long run this is not a very good strategy. Okay, again it depends upon the what do you say, the environment, business environment. So push or pull strategy. Pull means you really create a product which is necessary at this moment, like how like so now with this scenario, so many new online apps are coming, so that is really needed for the market, like we have Google Classroom and Zoom and all those things. These are the need of the hour. So business would understand the need of the hour of the customers and prepare this. Okay, so that is, once you do that, then customer will, what do you say, customer will come to your business. Okay, and they patronize your product, and there they get satisfaction. Okay, because it is fulfilling their needs. So pull and push. Okay, and then next one is a distribution system. Distribution system means how a company is taking their product after production to the hands of the customer, through, it may be through the various media and all those things, that they need to look into that. Then the last one is a pricing. The other aspect, if you see, all like more the like I mean these things are like more expense one, but the pricing is the one aspect of marketing mix. Marketing mix we'll be seeing in the next few slides, where it creates or generates revenue for the company. So pricing is very, very important, especially if your target market is a very sensitive market, then pricing is very, very important. Then here we see the strategy, the marketing strategy. Okay, so here we see I mean x-axis, y-axis, here market, and on the top is the product. Okay, so what happens, this one you need to really take a few minutes to look at this one. Okay, penetration is means a market is already there, but what happens, I mean it's a market is existing market, and then the product is a existing market. We are not going to increase our market, or we are not going to increase our product, I mean change our product. We are using the same product, our existing product, and we are penetrating, going into the existing customer, in other sense, for our what do you say, for our already existing customer, a target customer. We are using our already existing product, and thereby selling more. Okay, so that is called market penetration. And then market development. Market development means we are using our existing product. Okay, and then we are finding a new market. Okay, that is called a market development. Market development means, I'm repeating again, the product is existing, the same product currently we are using for our target market, our existing market. I mean, but this product we are going to sell in a different market. Say for instance, if I am selling, say, like a particular soap, okay, in only one area or one city, okay, this same soap I'm going to sell in another city where I never sell before. That's a new market. So that is called market development. Then coming here, Product development. Product development means is the market is already existing product. I am developing a new product. Say for instance, I am selling one particular product in a city X. And this city X, I'm going to develop a new product and sell in the same market, existing market, so that I can increase my, sales and all those things. The old one is going to be there. I'm going to introduce for my existing X city. Okay, I'm going to introduce a new product and sell there. Okay, and thereby I increase the sales. So that is called product development. Diversification strategy is that I'm going to find a new market, maybe a Y city, and a new product, not the current soap. Maybe I'm going to use like a different soap or soap in a different form. Maybe it is like a body wash. Okay, so I'm going from soap to body wash. It is a new product, and then I'm going to sell that in a Y city. So my market is new and my product is new. That is called the diversification. Sometimes diversification can be not something related to my existing product. Okay, instead of like a soap or this thing, I'm going completely different. I'm going to sell a pen, okay, to a different market which my current business does not cover. Okay, that is called diversification. So I think for this one, we will finish with that. This slide. Okay, we will continue with our the rest of the chapter in our next class. Thank you.